That's the
I
thing.
agree. I don't know. I'm still living in the world of like 2012 where everyone hates the prequels. You know.
That's a bad world to live in.
You really think the prequels were good?
Yeah, I actually like the prequels.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, we live in a internet of toxic positivity now, so everything's suddenly good and happy again.
No, it's not.
But
It's not toxic positivity. It's, realizing that, the actors did what they could. They tried to make
no. Obviously,
characters
like harassing
enjoyable.
the
And
actors is stupid. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
so, and I genuinely liked it because I liked getting the backstory on why Vader was the way he was. Because you don't get that in
Well,
the
the prequels
original
didn't do a good
series.
job about that. It was the Clone Wars 3D cartoon.
Okay, but before the 3D cartoon, we had the prequels.
Not canon.
And the prequels,
Yeah.
I just think you want to shit on the prequels.
Yeah, dude. I just want to shit on the prequels. Just want to take a big old stinky dookie. Stinky dookie!
I think you would have been one of those people who would have complained about the prequels. And, harassed anyone who, did not like them.
Well, see, this is the thing, though, right? About, harassment and death threats and stuff over, the prequels. I have never been one to take, media, entertainment media, life or death seriously. And I'm often, put off by people who do, right? And it's actually bizarre to me the levels of which people get so much more polemic in, discussions about, media than, politics. I've seen people, when it comes to politics, be like, okay, let's ring it in, let's all be nice to each other. But then, in even the most, radical of premises of conversations, but then in media, someone will be like, I don't really like Dark Souls. And people will be like, you frickin' F-word. Why don't you get good at that game, you stupid butt-munching F-word, you know? It's just like, whoa! You know? So no, I totally agree that, getting mean about, media is so strange, and yet people do it all the time, and it just blows my mind, because that, to me, it therefore demonstrates a sense of, survival mode seriousness, and it's just like, bro, at the end of the day, this is a game, you know? I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Here's the thing.
I'm not even playing this level.
Yeah, that's why.
Figure around. Let's see, what's the level?
I agree with that, because at the end of the day, it's just a movie series. And it's kind of at that point, it's kind of it's already been made. I just think it's really shitty. And as much as I love the Clone Wars, it being made did not help. In terms of harassment. Because then you had people who, say something like you, where it's like, well, Anakin's story is shown better here. And it's like, yeah, and then that may be true, but one came before the other, let's not, trash on the other. And then you'll have people who go, well, because the Clone Wars came out and they did it better, the prequels are like dog shit. And then they start, turning it into something different, and it's like, okay. Let's also talk about the fact that, not everything has its pros and cons. Obviously, the writing was shitty. The CGI was not great. We have the famous "I hate sand" quote. That is a very popular meme.
I love that,
don't
though.
like sand.
That one's so good.
But but that's the thing. We have something like
Gets
that.
everywhere. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like. I like the Clone Wars. I do. I just also.
Well, I don't know what happened there. It looks like her mic got muted. Or did she get off call? I don't know. Oh, her internet went out. Looks like. SmolsNoodle, your internet went out. Anyway, we're gonna call her back in a sec, guys. Just after I show you my parkour schmid moves. Moves that are very smooth. Moves that are very smooth. And rolling back. So this is the final level of Marble It Up on the main story, and I have to say, it is delectably hard. Oh, what is happening? Why is that happening like that? Holy shit! What the
I'm not trying.
Let's see. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to TooManyMarbles. We're talking about prequels here, and Diana's given the devil's advocate of that the prequels were good, which is fine. I remember I had like, I thought 3 was weird, but people thought 3 was the best. Just the part near the end where like he's being turned into Darth Vader. There's like this weird like robotic arm that just keeps poking him, and then he's going, but he's like, you know, it looks very strange. You gotta like watch that scene because he's like screaming and hollering, but he's not really like moving or whatever, and the arm is just going poke, poke, poke. So, what are some scenes from the prequels you think are weird?
I have to repeat them, because I said it in the last one. Let's see, just the sand one, I thought it was funny where he's like, I have the high ground. I know that's a popular meme. Let's see. I did want to talk about how I felt like a ghost.
Oh. What? In the prequels?
No. It was so funny because I felt like I was like, you know how like when you spectate in Golf with Friends? When on the last call, I was like, hello, and you're like, well, SmolsNoodle is gone, and I'm like, ooh, I'm spectating. This is interesting. And I'm just like, I'm here. No, I can hear you. And he's like, she's gone. She must have disconnected.
Oh my god.
So, like, I was trying to say, like, I felt like a spectator in terms of that. I didn't react, let me react.
React, fool. This is the weekly challenge, Doppeljump, Doppelsprung. This is the Supersprung. Oh, this is my favorite song in Marble It Up. Marble It Up has such a good soundtrack. When was this Marble It Up Mayhem shit supposed to come out?
I feel like Marble It Up was made for like,
Yeah, you hate Marble It Up, dude.
Yeah.
Tell me how much you hate it. Tell me all about it.
It feels like a game made for 7-year-olds. And like 12-year-old, like, you know, elementary to middle school kids.
No, why
it's
is
just like,
that?
Because there's not, since you're like, oh, let me just put it in the Sonic-like hole that gravitates upwards. There's like nothing much, and like custom levels, and it just seems kind of like bodic, you know?
So,
but, like,
because it doesn't have like a sort of, it doesn't ground itself within a kind of context in a sense. Right, like it's not like a Call of Duty game that's about like war, or it's not like, let's say for instance, a medieval
No.
game that sort of finds itself in like an alternate universe, 1247 AD, or because you know what I mean, like because it's not putting itself in a kind of grounding itself in a kind of context. You think that it's so all encompassing in a sense that it should be really just for kids, like Legos or something.
No.
No, I'm not trying to. I was trying to summarize. I'm not trying to pigeonhole you.
No, I was just because it seems like a game that like my little cousin would enjoy because he's under 10.
Yeah.
And it's something that keeps his attention. That's
yeah. I mean,
just
it
hard
has no
enough to where-
themes. In other words, Marvel It Up has no themes. It's not about like war or drugs or family or anything.
Well, I mean, even Golf with Friends has a theme. Because you have different like things with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I mean narrative themes, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're thinking of narrative things. Because you're giving me like story-rich games.
Yeah.
And I was trying to compare it on the level of like Golf with Friends.
Oh. Where do you? Oh, you know what? This is interesting.